So, Nick, this may be a little unorthodox, but I'd like to open today's episode with my best boy.
Okay.
I've reached the series finale of Young Sheldon.
So this isn't like you aren't watching it week by week like One Piece. Like Young Sheldon's been over.
It ended like this year.
Okay.
And the last season came out on HBO.
Okay.
And now the spin-off of Young Sheldon, Georgie and Mandy.
Younger Sheldon?
Yeah, embryonic Sheldon.
Yeah, there's like, wow, look at this. Look at this womb figuring out basic trigonometry.
It's a half-hour long, like, in utero Yule log, and every now and then you get a bubble, and it says Bazinga when it pops.
And you're like, that's when I know how to laugh.
Yeah, and so they made a spin-off about his brother, Georgie.
The one who is jorking it. Jork and Georgie?
Yeah, Jork and Georgie.
Is the spinoff called Jork and Georgie?
It's called Jork and Georgie.
Nice.
And it's about him, and it's a sitcom instead of a dramedy.
It's so weird to me that Young Sheldon is a drama and not just like a fucking, not like a comedy, you know? Because that is literally, like fucking, what's the original one?
I don't know what you're talking about,
Big
but
Bang.
I do know, so they're making a sequel series called The Big Bang Theory that I now have to watch.
Okay.
In chronological.
And then that one, they just go, and they look at camera and they're like, time to laugh.
Yeah, that one's an yeah.
That's so funny.
And so now Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, which is what it's called, is
You're telling me Georgie has a sordid marriage history?
Well, that's what's tough is that from The Big Bang Theory, Georgie goes through 3 failed marriages.
Gotcha.
So I'm watching this dying marriage.
You're just like, yeah, this is not gonna last.
But so,
dumb bitch.
Full spoilers for the series finale of Young Sheldon.
You're gonna have an upset audience right now.
Well, I'm giving a fair spoiler warning. Skip to this time mark if you'd like to be saved spoils.
Well, beyond this, hopefully.
Yeah, beyond this.
Yeah.
It is tastelessly sad.
Okay, like does Young Sheldon get put down like a horse with a broken leg? Like what happens?
So throughout the series, there are moments where it'll be like Sheldon's dad and Sheldon will like be at odds with something, and Sheldon will be like, I wish I didn't have you as a father. And then he'll like slam his door shut. And then Jim Parson, old Sheldon, will narrate from the future and be like, I wish I could tell you that I went back out of my room and told my dad that I respected him for sacrificing so much to keep me in high school.
Yeah.
I never did, even until he died. And throughout the series, it would do stuff like that.
So you'd know that his dad was going to die.
So they're setting seeds that he's dying. And then the second to last episode,
Jim Parson takes a big old knee. Yeah, he's like, oh, and then he's just in a bed.
Yeah, the second to last episode, they're like setting up that they're going to do this blue bonnet family photo, which is like just a Texan family photo where everyone dresses the same. It's like a matching. It's what you get when you buy a picture frame.
Yeah. It's like a white sweater Christmas photo with a golden retriever.
Yeah, they're all going to do that. And they're setting it up, and they keep being like, all right, George, that's Sheldon's dad.
Okay.
They're like, George, remember 4 o'clock? And he's like, all right, 4 o'clock, see you then. And then he leaves out the door.
Is this the dad who got thirst trapped? Like everyone was making thirst traps of him? Gotcha, okay.
George Cooper fucks.
Oh, at least twice.
Yeah, boy does he. Yeah, twice because they're twins, and then Georgie. Wow, look at you.
Yeah, wow. I just thought there was 2 of them. I didn't know there was 3 of them. That's
wild. Sheldon's got a sister, Missy. So anyway.
Did they eat her in the womb? Where did she go? Why isn't she in Big Bang Theory?
There. They all separate. Okay. No one likes Sheldon.
I don't fucking know.
But so then he leaves, and he's like, all right, 4 o'clock, and they're all at the picture. This is the second to last episode of the entire show.
Yep.
And then it ends with 2 of George's friends showing up at the picture and being like, I'm sorry, Mayor. He died. Heart attack, 42. And then the episode ends.
They don't show George die?
No,
they're going to thirst trap this man to fucking back, and they don't even give us the dignity of showing his death?
He just dies. He's like, all right, see you then. We don't see him again. Dead. The last episode is called Funeral, and it's just his funeral, and it's the mom being like, I wish I could give this eulogy about how he was such a great man, but I'm just so angry. How could you leave me? She never gets over it. There's no resolution to that. They're all really upset. Sheldon's really grappling with it, and he's like, he keeps running scenarios that would give him closure, where his dad's like, all right, 4 o'clock, and then he's like, wait, Dad? And he turns around and he's like, I love you. And he's like, love you too, Sheldon. And then he rewinds and he's like, no, that's not realistic. And then he's like, hey, Dad? And he's like, live long and prosper. And the dad does it back. And he's like, you too, bud. And then it rewinds and he can't come up with one that would actually give him closure. Never gets it. The last episode, fucked.
So the last
Sarah
episode
was
is literally-
inconsolable.
It's just the last episode is literally just everyone being like, okay.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
The mom like loses herself even deeper into religion, and she's like, you all need to get baptized. It'll save your souls.
Yeah.
And the daughter's like, I'm not doing this shit. She never does. She just flies off the handle and leaves. Then Sheldon does it just to make his mom happy. It's crazy. Sarah was inconsolable. I'll send Stank the picture. I'd sent you a photo of her.
You sent me 3 photos
Yeah.
of Sarah just destroyed on your couch.
Yeah, just breaking down. And then